Just Shalom. Shalom. I first like to begin by giving all praises, all honor and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makakodash, double honors to the apostles of great millstone that rule well. My blessing salutation to the men that preach this word in sincerity and truth. And peace be to the hopefully elect, men, women, and children. Right, I'm gonna do a video, a quick video on this through the Spirit of the Lord. On Elon Musk, Neuralink being FDA approved for clinical trials, right? Brain implant. Right, so we know that the scriptures spoke about Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16 spoke about in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? So like in their right hand or in their foreheads, something has been for here, right? So the article states Elon Musk, it says in Natural News, Elon Musk Neuralink has received approval from the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, to begin clinical trials for its brain implants. According to ARS Technica's John Timmer, Musk gave an update regarding Neuralink back in December 2022. He said that time that Neuralink was close to starting clinical trial of its flagship brain implant, albeit still 6 months away. Timmer noted that Musk has been claiming that trials would start soon as early as 2020. This time it seems that the company was correct. He said, sitting in May 26th, tweets from the company. Typically, when the FDA rejects an application for clinical trials, it is willing to communicate in details why it found the plans for trials insufficient. Neuralink tweeted, we are excited to share that we have received the FDA's approval to launch our first in-human clinical study. Right? So this will be the first trial of the clinical human study of the Neuralink. And if you didn't know what is Neuralink, Neuralink is more or less a chip that is being implanted into the brain, attaching to the nervous system, right? And I'm gonna go into the benefits, so-called benefits of the Neuralink. It says recruitment is not yet open to our clinical trials. However, we'll announce more information on this soon. This is the results of incredible work by the Neuralink team in close collaboration with the FDA and represents an important first step that will one day allow our technology to help many people. However, Timmer noted that the trial is yet to get off the ground. He wrote, Neuralink is not ready to start recruiting test subjects, and there are no details about what the trial will entail. Searching the clinical trial Gov database for Neuralink also turns up nothing. Typically the initial trials are small So that trials are small and focused entirely on safety and effectiveness. Given that Neuralink is developing both brain implants and a surgical robot to do the implanting, there will be a lot of needs testing. Right? It's likely that these will focus on the implants first, given that other implants have already been tested in humans, whereas an equivalent surgical robot has not. Despite the snag, Timmer described the update as a positive sign of Neuralink, that the company was able to address the concerns of federal regulators in a relatively short period. Now, all this I read in here, basically, these people actually, they're glad that they're going to do this rollout, and they think that is something, or they're actually trying to fool the masses that it will be something beneficial to the public, to mankind, right? But the ones who are in the know, like us, the Lord opened up our eyes, the Lord woke up. We already know that this thing here is detrimental, not only when it enters to your body, but spiritually. Spiritually. FDA earlier rejected Neuralink plan over safety. Right? Right? So we know the benefits.
You're on vacation in a small village in France, but don't speak a word of French. Imagine if you could download a program into your brain and converse with locals. And what if you could later remember that trip in perfect detail?
In the future, you'll be able to save and replay memories. This is obviously sounding increasingly like a Black Mirror episode.
Elon Musk says you will even be able to store your memories as a backup and then download them into a robot body. It sounds like science fiction, but Neuralink believes it could make that happen one day with this chip. It's a brain-machine interface, or BMI, a device that connects your brain to a computer. But before chasing these superhuman goals, Neuralink is focused on one thing: ending human suffering. All of our senses, sight, hearing, touch, smell, taste, are electrical signals sent by neurons to our brain. But sometimes the signals are not wired correctly. Neuralink wants to rewire the circuit so that the paralyzed walk, the blind see, the deaf hear, as well as treat other neurological disorders such as depression.
Right? And they make it, this is 2 Thessalonians 2:4. It says, and 2 and 3 says, let no man be deceived. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except they come of fallen away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Right? And this was speaking about in 70 AD, but now we know that everything is reoccurring, in a different wavelength, more or less the same way, but in a different manner. Right now is the former technology, which is the RFID. So He calls it all about small and great, rich and poor, free and born to receive that mark, right? And the wonders that they are actually performing here right now, right? The lame to see, the blind, the lame to walk, the blind to see, and the deaf to hear, right? And these are things that the house shall perform. You see, these are things that the house shall had performed. So it says, who opposeth and exalted himself above all things that is called God, but that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Right? Remember ye not that when I was with ye, when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what would hold it, that he might be revealed in his time. Right? He is being revealed in his time. No matter how good he might bring forth this Neuralink or whatever, he's being revealed. Right? He's being revealed. His skirt is being lifted up. You know what I mean?
Insomnia, Alzheimer's. The battery lasts a full day and can be charged inductively as you sleep, possibly by wearing a nightcap, according to Musk, although it may not look exactly like this one. The prototype is different than 2019's. That one required an external earpiece, whereas the latest version involves just the chip sitting in the skull.
It's kind of like a Fitbit in your skull with tiny wires.
The wires, or threads, are 10 times thinner than human hair and
Alright, so it's in Matthew chapter 24 and 24. It says, for there shall arise false Mashiachs, so false Christ, and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Yeah. Alright, and here we see these things are great signs, great wonders. Great wonders.
Represent electrodes. The electrodes figure out what's happening in the brain by reading the signals sent by the neurons and then stimulating as many neurons as possible. This technology is not new, but what makes Neuralink drastically different from other neural interfaces is that it will insert significantly more electrodes to stimulate neurons on a scale never seen before. As a comparison, Utah Array is considered one of the best BMIs out there right now and has been used to study conditions like epilepsy. It has around 100 electrode channels, whereas the current version of Neuralink has more than 1,000 and possibly much more in the future. Also, the threads are...
Right? Jumping down. It says, for the mystery of iniquity with them do it already work. Only he who now let it will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And this right here is a lying wonder. Right? This right here is a lying wonder. Right? If you read, I'm going to read it. I'm going to make this made a lot of videos on this already. But if you read Revelation chapter 14, verse 9, it will tell you about the indignation not the indignation, but the judgment that Yahushai going to bring upon the ones who takes this link. All right, the indignation that the Lord is about to bring upon those who take this link. So make your choice. Make a choice. You know, the Lord Yahweh shine with and play. You know, and we living in that time. Akim, we living in that time right now that things speeding up, things happening. You know, let us not get blinded or sidetracked with the rudiments of this world. You know, and we just stay focused. Grace and power, Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Shalom to the hope for the elect.